Hello
I'm actually
everyone,
gonna wait
it's Sonia
to set the reading.
here coming in with my friends and we are gonna do
It's
a
not there.
reading
It didn't
log.
turn on for me. It didn't turn on for me.
And these are my friends,
Okay, here we go.
Ink and Chloe, joining me for the reading log. How are you guys?
Wait, Timmy bitches!
Hey guys, how's it going? Ink
Okay
Sam's
guys.
here, and with my best friend and senpai with me.
Yay! Iggy's my senpai. Anybody steals him dies.
I did,
That's a note to all you fan girls out there. Now fuck off.
but wait, and there's a fangirl currently in the chat with us.
I doubt it because
Fuck
I didn't put
you!
the
Don't do this shit to me!
I didn't put the public, so relax.
Don't
Okay,
worry.
so who's on the prology chapter?
Hi,
Is anybody on
Ink.
chapter 1?
So there shouldn't be a problem. Let's
Yeah.
check.
Unless someone forgets their lines accidentally.
Okay, which characters are we doing?
I'm Frisk and Real. No, Frisk and
Okay,
Grilby, my bad.
Toriel and Undyne, correct?
Hey, I got
Sonia,
Grilby,
Sonia is Toriel and Undyne, and Ink is I'm
the
at
Bone
Toriel,
Brothers.
and Ink's
The
the Bone Brothers.
Skillabros.
The Bone Zone is closed, giving you guys the best chance of Papyrus
I
X
said it
Metatron
was
a
the
heads up.
Skillabros. The
Yeah,
Skilla.
the Skella Brothers.
There you go.
Wait. We need a fucking Frisk background playing right now.
Dang, how are we gonna get that?
Duh! Hello? Somebody got an Xbox One.
Pull it off, my dear.
And I just turned it off, so give me a minute to turn it right back on. Fuck.
What the heck? Now we gotta wait for one person to put the story on here. He's still on it, but I'm
We
reading it
need
off
a
of my
background
phone.
music just to make this perfect.
Yep.
Uh,
It's fine if we make mistakes.
yeah, but there would be some there would be some R&R after this is over.
What?
It'll actually be a very long fucking time for us to finish this story.
Well, we got
So we actually might have to make a part 2 live stream.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is part one.
Part 1 of the live stream, part 2 will probably be out tomorrow.
Yes.
indeed.
Okay, you have it up, right?
I think Ink is still opening it.
Yeah, hold on. At let's see here. His theme, right?
I think it was that. I think it was the guitar version.
Mm-hmm.
I bet half the live streamers can hear him typing.
Oh my god.
Hold on. If we don't do, hey, someone mutes me.
Okay, give me a sec. Because I don't want no raves up in here.
Okay, so he's muted.
Yeah,
So
okay,
is he
I got
gonna let? He's gonna unmute himself when he's ready. So.
Yep.
So yeah, how's life treating you in IRL?
It is very surprising for me.
Mine's a piece of shit.
Hey,
It's true. It's a piece of shit.
you know better. What the heck?
I don't give a fuck about no better. It's fucking true.
Whatever.
Anyway. Holy shit, so dude.
And sorry guys if this is a little slightly a little late. It is like 8:30 for me. I'll be
It's
going to bed.
10:30 for me.
I'll probably go to bed like before or after 10 when we're done with this reading log, part one.
Yeah. I think Inky's gonna be a while.
Yellow.
YOLO, bitches! YOLO!
Oh my god.
Hey, Sonia, mind being a dear and check how many viewers are watching?
One so far. And this is new to us,
One.
so we're taking it slow.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow.
Oh my god.
Wait for them to ask you who you know.
Oh, we got two.
Hey, hey guys, good
Okay,
news. Got it.
alright, let's begin.
Okay.
Your heart is the wrong place. Ever since traveling the underworld, your body has changed. You weren't sure if it was for the better or for the worse. Landing in the underworld for the first time had a major effect on your body. In the first place, when in their world, your heart lay on the outside of your body instead of nestled in your chest where it's supposed to be. It was a strange feeling at first, but when you gradually became used to it. Feeling really never changed, but now it was daily being controlled. It took years of practice, years of studying, years of living. Even now, you wear it on your sleeve. Your hand is raised in the sky, in the darkness, I mean, of the woods. The light shining from your soul, resting on your wrist as a glowing fire, flickered around your heart and hand, revealing the way so that you could see it easier in the darkness. The darkness seems to eat your fire, almost wanting to devour your heart, as if it would make up the perfect appetizer for the endless dark maw that covers the forest beyond the light. Sans is supposed to meet you here. He was supposed to meet you here hours ago. Where was he? You hadn't seen him in quite some time. Suddenly, laughter comes to the darkness. It is vaguely so familiar, but haunting enough to feel the vibration of your laugh crawling down your back. It's an eerie feeling, one that is hauntingly recognizable, but one you have never experienced personally. You. Oh, that's Sam's line.
Can well, can you feel your sins crawling on your back?
You whirl around, eyes blind past the light that shines from your soul. You can't see into the darkness like most monsters can. You're at a disadvantage, despite everything you've been through. Stands again.
Frisk!
The same voice continues, elevating the hissing sound of the syllables of your name.
You were
Stands again.
supposed you were supposed to be here. You 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 were supposed to be my my
And in the darkness, solidified in itself, a knife hanging limply from your hand, you see. Next chapter! Okay. Chapter 2 Memory and Phone Calls. You wake up in cold sweat, jerking up in your bed and clutching the base of your throat as you nearly scream in terror. You've been having the same dream for weeks now, unable to shake the dreadful feeling that something bad was heading your way. Why else would nightmares be plaguing your each and every sleeping moment? It had been years since you and your important family had moved to the human world. It's more happy than happy to call your mother. Delight in the fact that she could raise you with someone with such a kind soul. Oftentimes, you didn't see where she was coming from, but you treated everyone with respect and kindness. Only wanted to be treated the same in return. It was, in simple terms, karma. And seeing as how you didn't have a human family anymore due to being an orphan, well, the family part was taken care of once you broke the surface. Unfortunately, time passed by far too quickly for your liking. You're in college now, taking on otherworldly theories, as well as classes on the paranormal and physics. It was very interesting, but you had the feeling that Sans would have been far more invested in these type of things more than you were. Your eyes laying on a stack of notebooks, sitting on the nightstand next to your bed. The textbooks were very informational, even a bit outdated about monsters. You found that you knew a fair bit more about the monsters than what was the actual textbooks written by professors, due to having experienced it firsthand, and they were paid for it. Getting your erratic breathing under control and closing your eyes, you concentrate and calm yourself as you will in your soul to you as you will your soul to appear. Breathe it out as it shimmers to life in front of you. And goddamn flower! Anyway,
God.
in between your open palms, you stare at it, so in awe at the sight as you were the first moment you found out that you still had this ability. Your heart floats there, pulsing faintly as a response to your will. Soulfire, you called it once. Just in a passing thought, you call your soul out and create fire. Different than Toriel's attack and different than Azrael's. Yours was unique. A fire that stayed put and could not be thrown. It could burn hands, probably, but it keeps you warm. It moved with your heart and not away from it. Pack you had the experience of countering the fucking pass. Who joined?
Hello.
Hey, you guys, we are doing a reading log.
Could you send me the link to the live stream? I'm gonna read the live stream chat.
Hello?
Let me
Yep.
Swear
grab
to
go
God, I am
here.
going to fucking chaos blast at the living shit out of myself right now.
No,
I
no,
swear to God, I would get three, no, five caster blasters aiming at me right
Hey,
now.
hey.
no.
Just, if you want to go to the YouTube thing, you could have asked.
Could I go there, please? Could you send the link?
Okay, I'm about to send it. You are.
Now I had to wait a few minutes for these two to leave.
No, they're gonna go. Just keep reading.
Alright, let me just reset the song for the beginning. By the way, it's home.
Just keep, just keep it going how it is, or at least back it up by a few seconds.
No one else knew about it, since you were very careful to keep it hidden from anyone who was a little over curious. And start quit sending me, goddammit! Anyway.
Keep going. Keep
Okay.
going.
Having a heart that was out in the open in the underworld, proven dangerous for humans. And you have no idea what the consequences would have been in the human world if someone got wind of this ability. Yes, you had returned, but you had really changed back. Your soul
Okay,
could still
Billy,
be
did you have
called
to
forth.
put on mute?
Mind
Yes.
being a
Yeah.
sweetheart and please mute your mic?
Uh,
I'm sorry, but we are doing a live stream. I'm sorry, but I posted the thing so you could watch.
oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Her mother of Asgore, I swear to God. But you had really
Okay.
changed back.
Bye,
Your soul
Dad.
could still be called forth and used in various ways as you had done below ground. But as for returning to normal, You know you're as far as from normal as you'll ever get. Sighing, you let go of your soul and God damn it, Sonia!
What?
I get those notifications, god damn it, I'm trying to read.
Gee.
You let go of your soul and let it retreat back to your body, shivering slightly and shaking your head, trying to let the memories of the dream dissipate. I think it was meant to be disappear into the darkest crevices of your mind. You don't want to revisit them again if you can help it.
Genocide run.
Reaching up, god damn it, don't please. I love this part. Reaching up your massage
Come on, serious mode.
and stretch out on the bed. Falling back and staring at the ceiling, you realize that you miss your family. Not knowing how long it's. Sonia, please take your chat into a private chat, please, so I don't have to get annoyed. That you miss your family, not knowing how long it's been since you've contacted them last. You miss Toriel most of all, and Sans for its humor. Papyrus too, even though his spaghetti used to be terrible. Though it had Even though it had gotten slightly better over the years due to your convincing him that humans had to have flavors in form of spices. You found yourself missing his food as well. Alphys and Undyne are quite the fun pair to hang around despite their habits of watching bad anime. You know that Metatron's often toward putting on shows for his fans. Netflix music is always unique and awesome to listen to. Asgard loves doing garden work and often lost track of time whenever he started on a project. Hell, he missed everyone. Even the monster kid whose name was actually Kid. Last time he saw a kid, Alphys had built them a pair of robot arms similar to Metatons after passing an idea that allowed from yours truly. The smallest monster had been watching Metaton and becoming awed to him, along with the pirates, of course. And the next thing they knew, they were gifted a set of arms made by Alphys. Calm down, Chloe. Don't get pissed off. Anyway, not their clumsiness much in the beginning, but it helped them get a lot faster. Once they got used to the extra appendages, bouncing was the next step. Dago had gotten a job as a coach for the track team at the school Torio taught at. What you thought was a perfect job for him, with his issues of not seeing things unless they moved. If the kids weren't running, Dago would get them to run, which had been rather interesting to watch, especially with his seeing eye dog. Amy and Douglas were assistant teachers next to Torio, and they loved the kids as much as Torio did. Though you couldn't blame them, the younger ones seemed to love giving them head pats every day. Rubbing your face and groaning as you use your hand to shoo away the mental thoughts. You let out a large yawn and crawl out of bed and take a quick shower before relaxing for the day. It was luckily your day off, no college and no work. You never had to work thanks to Torio helping you out momentarily. Her being a teacher and all, it would help to alleviate the boredom, so you weren't left staring at the wall feeling sorry for yourself or allowing the nightmares to take over. It doesn't take long for you to scrub out the what little shampoo you have left in your hair, rinsing it off with ease. You have kept your hair short for the simplicity of it. Long hair was just too hard to take care of for an amount of work you had to do in college. Not to mention the constant traveling as an ambassador. Granted, it's a bit shorter than you like it. A pixie cut, but you find it nice during the fall season to just get out in the apartment and not have to spend extra time prepping your looks. Using the towel to tassel your hair dry, you wrap the towel between your body twice and do not question this while we're in the shower scene, slightly revealing the fact that you had gotten larger enough, a large enough towel that you could actually accomplish that. You walk to your closet and stare at the clothing hanging there, shoulders slumping as you stare with dulled eyes. What do you want to wear today? You really have no idea. Something casual for sure. Lazy. You really don't want to get dressed right now. You wander back over to the bed. You grab your phone off the nightstand and stare at it for a good moment until you flop down the bed, rolling over onto your back. Stan usually texts you bad jokes now and then. You haven't really heard from the skeleton in a while. You know you mentioned to him about your exams coming up in a few days, so you figure that he was giving you a little space to study and actually pass them. However, not hearing from the comic at all makes you a little depressed. You like hearing from Sans. He makes you happy. And both the Skeleton brothers make you happy. Good time to make the laugh scene. Anyway, you feel yourself blush as your thoughts wander to the fact that you named them both. Papyrus, the day happening in his room, and Sans in the expensive restaurant. You honestly had no idea how Sans pulled it off. But you did know for a fact that Papyrus had never really returned your crush on him. Looking for you, it was only a crush. And Papyrus made for a better friend anyway. A little strange. With Sans, you had no idea where you stand with him. He took you out on a date, sure, but he never really stated if he liked you or not. Sans had just left you hanging, wondering, complaining, what could have been. You were a kid then, but now that you've grown up, groaning and stretching a little too prolonged, you had to do. You sigh and droop before moving to make a phone call. It rings for a long time. You frown at the phone before lowering it, hanging up before to transport the voicemail. Depression seeping into your realization that maybe the animal wanted to talk after all. You nearly jump in alarm as the phone suddenly rings, vibrating your chest before it falls onto your chest, making you yelp in pain. You have forgotten how heavy cell phones were, and you were certain that it will leave a slight bruise later. Managing to grasp it, you have the phone to the best of your ability and turn it on. You answer with hope and determination in your voice. Hello?
Uh,
Dan's
hey,
line.
kiddo. How? Hey, kiddo. How's it going? I'm sorry I missed your call. Papyrus was trying to wrestle,
Wrestle.
wrestle the phone from me. When when he found out who was actually calling,
Next line's Papyrus.
I miss you, human. You had to come back and try the new spaghetti that I. It's a new recipe.
Ah,
Yeah,
Sans! Never mind.
Like the sand.
yeah, that's
A thing now.
that thing now. Even since you got him hooked on these cooking shows, he's tried to force feed us his experience. He didn't.
Hey,
Well, hey, I didn't
did
tell
I tell
you.
you?
Did I tell you my new joke? What do you call a fake noodle?
Next line's
Oh my!
Papyrus, of course.
Oh my God, Sams! You don't you dare!
Don't you dare.
An imposter! Sams! Why are you so? Dis-
Sans, you are so disappointing.
Sams, you are so disappointing.
Stiffly to laugh, you choke back a sob and hold the phone closer to your ear, despite how loud Papyrus' voice was. You really miss them both, and you can keep yourself from crying over how much you miss them.
Hey,
Sans.
kiddo, what's wrong?
Sans voice was serious now, and you can hear his bone joints pop as he shifted the phone. I miss you guys. You hiccup, curling up in the bed. Sans, can. They came back. The phone became dead silent. There are a few moments of silence until you open your mouth to speak, still hesitating, your breath wafting over the receiver. Do you? Oh, that's your line, Sans.
Do do you want me
Do
to
you want me
come?
to come over?
Do you want me to come over?
It wasn't a question. It was a quite statement. Either. You think about this and you let out a sigh. No, I'm coming back. I'm coming back in about a week anyway. My exams are almost over, and I'll be staying for the winter. I'll be fine, Sans. Your voice is still shaking and wavering. Tears from your face, feeling your eyes burn. That's Sans line.
Let me know if anything changes.
There was something in Sans voice that you can't quite place, but you don't have the heart to pursue it all at this particular moment to find out what it is. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Sans. Still rubbing your eyes, you shoulder slumped. I guess I'll see you soon, right? Sans line.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
buddy. See you soon.
The light-hearted manner of Sans' voice returns, but you can't shake the nagging feeling that the skeleton is keeping something from you. After after you yelled goodbye from Papyrus, the phone disconnects and you are left a feeling of despair. In the sinking moment after hanging up the phone, you feel no determination to get through your day. We're already on chapter 3, Truths and Consequences. That's just wow. It was a few days later that you began to feel a little better, your mind seeming to give you a break from the nightmares. For once. I had the sense of sarcasm from that. By the time you completed your last assignments and reports you need to pass the class, you're on your way to the school to complete your last day before packing your things to leave. Most of the classes were uneventful as you arrived to attend them, and oftentimes you found yourself staring at the clock, tapping your pencil, and not really getting much notice from anyone else. You oh, you had always been a daydreamer. The last guy of the day was with a teacher you didn't favor so well, but tried to show respect anyway. Sadly, it was an Oreo report. You stood up and walked to the front of the class, holding your paper in front of you and reading from. You always have been nervous about giving speeches, and being a pastor from monsters hadn't helped in things any. You still got nervous. You still made mistakes, and you still stuttered in your speech sometimes. But people listened to you. Sometimes they argued, but they gave you their time and listened to what you had to say. You clear your throat, thumping your chest slightly as you mentally brace yourself. The war. Various name for it. Was simply known as the war. Clash between humans and monsters. You paused for a moment, your skin becoming hot as you saw that every eye was on you. D- due to their powerful souls and physical nature, humans easily overcame the monsters and banished them to the underground, where a barrier was placed to prevent them from returning. The humans, having lost a great number of their own, were left with distaste in their mouths, dark feelings toward the monsters. The monsters, however, blamed the humans, and for taking a vengeful outlook on the species as a whole. This bitterness, after the fall of King Asgore's two sons, one human and one monster, led him to kill all humans that fell from Mount Ebott. From that point on, he wanted to inspire hope for his fellow monsters, his people, and his aim was to collect the 7 human souls to break the barrier to set free his subjects, and destroy the threat of humanity, and live in peace once and for all. Your eyes shone as you put down your paper, already knowing the last paragraph by heart. The last human that fell down from Mount Ebott was the last soul that King Asgore. By the power of determination, the human convinced every monster along their way. Right, and there when there was so much hope coming from one child. You paused, feeling strength in your words. Every eye was still on you. Most of the other students were staring in awe. This was the reason you wrote the report. You wanted to inspire, encourage, to help through all the stereotypes that the humans had put on the monster race as a whole. To end the fight in a major community, to help. The human marched right up to the king and refused to fight him. even when he showed no mercy. Eventually, they did have to fight him, but when on his last legs, they showed him mercy. Even after all the terrible things he's done, your hand falls to your side. You had to lie about this part, closing your eyes for a brief moment as you lowered your head. The barrier was broken by the act of kindness. Asgard took pity on the human who spared him, and they all moved to the surface for a better life. They now reside in a town besides Mount Ebon, as well as scattered throughout a few cities nearby.
Hmm.
Most are very friendly if you just give them a chance. You most simply just want to talk. You shrug as you take a slight bow as applause rang out from the end of your report. You turn your hand in your report to the teacher. Raising an eyebrow, she glanced over with distaste after your speech. Rolls in a forced snarl. Your report is incomplete, the teacher stated to you, arms crossed over her chest as she stares at you with disapproval in her eyes. The report hung from two of her fingers, sucking in them as if she was going to drop them at any moment. Did she have to do this in front of the class? How is it incomplete? I put it in the information book, including my own personal dealings. He started to say to only be interrupted. That's the problem. You should stick to the textbooks instead of waving fantasy and fiction into your report. This was supposed to be a biography, not a short fiction story. The teachers raised an eyebrow at you. That her disapproval wafting of her like an overdose of bad perfume. You have never liked this teacher due to her misunderstanding of monsters, as well as her racial bias against them altogether. Sadly, you have been used this thing for quite a while, and being a bastard of the monsters, trying very hard to keep the peace as best as you could. It wasn't working out as well as you thought it would. At first, people were hotly against the monsters altogether until you stepped forward and spoke up for them, indicating that monsters were there to live without strife and not cause any problems for humans. As a human, this gave you a little clout. Not much, but a little. Unfortunately, in the case of living without strife, the same couldn't be said for the actual humans. Oh, shoot. Views that they held against the monsters. It had been hard being an ambassador when you're merely a child for 12 and no parents. Save for the monster who was actually happy to have you call her a mother. And you'll take a lot of convincing on your part. A lot. It also take a lot of meetings with important people like the president, army sergeants, well-known celebrities, and other such figures, trying to ease them into realization that monsters were now a part of human society again, and that they just had to get used to that. Of course, you said it in such a much nicer manner, but your mental thoughts were sometimes more depressing than your actual speech. It also had taken years for most of the hatred and numbsy to go away, but there was still lingering doubts in the small, scarce amounts of people. Racism began against the monsters, ramped through the certain families, while others were just against it, anything new altogether. Why couldn't the monsters go back to where they came from? Some wondered, while the other hums and howled to see their own homes, coming up in their own speculations, ignoring the problem instead of dealing with it or trying to get along. Even now, seeing some bias among humans against the monsters without knowing them. You were with determination, and you weren't about to start letting it go to waste. And the textbooks only had so much information, while saying that they were human textbooks. Well, of course, the human textbooks would spin the story to view your fellow monsters a more terrible light. Do you have the game over thing?
Hey, I can do there.
Baby, no.
Hold
Can
on.
you can you please just play the his theme music box thing, please? That works. Dreamer, your opinion has enough. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry, you say after a moment's hesitation, but ice in your chilled words. And take out everything but I read in the textbooks. It's obvious that my opinion doesn't matter here. That is correct, Miss Dreamer. Your opinion has no place in this class. The rest of the students were quiet at their desk. Were quiet, watching the scene with wide eyes. Some looked angered. Others looked like they wanted to say something, but were too afraid to speak up. Funny! I thought this was a speeches for, you retort a bit snappishly. You take the report back to your desk and sat down roughly, glancing to the left and right, but no one's willing to meet your eyes. Your shoulder slumps. How you were supposed to be a good ambassador if everyone was so set on their ways and unwilling to change or unwilling to speak their minds. The monsters have been very receiving to you. But when it came to your own actual kind, it was like hitting a brick wall over and over and over again. Frustrated, rubbing your fingers into your hair in a nervous, frustrated gesture, you
Hmm.
take your marker and cross out the bits you added yourself. It didn't take that
Hmm.
long to weed down the report. Normally, he would have edited it on the computer, but the teacher was adamant about receiving it right then and there, despite the speech you gave. What the fuck? Silver, goddamn, he's gonna shit at me! Okay, it was racial bias. Okay, it was racial bias, and there was jack you could do about it. Jack shit, as I may say. Hopefully, at least you inspired someone in that class. Okay, after that, the class period went by very quickly, and you handed the report back in for signing your back over your shoulder. Breathing out of relief and as realization sets that your class is officially over. You showed the satisfied and stuck up, told you so look from the teacher in the back of your mind, and more than happy to escape. To break, and all you or other professors have let you leave class early. It was late fall, almost winter, and you intended to spend your spring break home. Okay, spend your break, fucking grammar, at home with your family. But first, you had to do a little shopping. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, your job a notice of your break, letting them know you won't be in town. They had no problem with that, having hired some temporary workers to help deliver pizzas. They left you with enough spending money that you could bring home gifts for everyone. It was funny, now that you think back on it. You had searched for a long time for a simple job to do, because you had never expected to be paid as an ambassador. Until recently, you had got no money until you randomly received one in mail, and that was a surprise! The pizza place was stunned to find Frisk, the freaking ambassador of the monsters, applying there. For God's sake, the pizza place! The owner looked at you dumbfounded in the interview, setting your application on the counter as he sighed. Frisk? Oh, you know what? Inky, dear, can you do the, manager? Which
I
is the Frisk thing.
uh, Frisk, Frisk. Why, why all,
Why of all places,
why all of pieces?
places,
Why of all places do you want?
to work here? To work here.
Wait, it's your go. Yeah, I got it. I already had said it.
Wants to make a difference everywhere. I want to make a difference everywhere I go, was your simple reply. And you were hired. Right out the bat, hired. Sorry that the fond memory, the interaction in your last class still bothered you. But you stopped by home first to drop off your school bag, grab your money, and head back to the shopping mall. Just sure to glance all over the sales and deals they have been going before Christmas arrived. Is it ridiculous in IRL how they start Christmas shit early? Even though it's fucking Thanksgiving right out the bat. Anyway, your mind, especially when you're shopping for someone else. It always made you happy to see the look on others' faces when you give them something, not expecting anything in return. The array of stores were vast, and you ducked in and out from a few of them, not really finding anything of importance right away. A wonderful smell of something that salted your nose, and you found yourself almost floating towards a present. It was a bakery shop that had various cakes and pies for sale, along with some spices that they used in your baked goods. How much were the spices? You asked the cashier, smile spreading on your face. The place smelled just so divine. Why did that remind me of the Divine Warriors? Anywho,
God.
and you kind of wish Shorio was here to see and smell it for herself. 750 each, my sweetheart, came the clerk's reply, and your mind instantly thought of Mettaton. Your smile flattering for a moment. Oh, yes!
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you. May I get 2 containers of cinnamon spice and 2 of the butterscotch chips? Of course, darling. Here you are. Your total is 30. Gladly paying so you could leave. You collect your purse and couldn't retrieve from there fast. Oh, where the hell did... Oh no, we get to go?
What the heck? I think he
God
was.
damn it, now
I
I
think
got to
he's
take
coming.
over.
I think he's
Shit!
gonna come back. What the heck?
If he doesn't come back, then I'm taking over Sam's. And Barson.
No, he's coming back. I can see it. Just continue reading.
Gladly paying so
I
you
know
can
we're.
leave. You collect your purchases and couldn't retrieve hair from fast enough. Her speech and mannerisms reminded you far too much of the robot you came to admire and love. You found yourself missing your friends all over again. What I'm gonna do is I know what First is actually saying. Fuck! Anyway, you end up keeping... Seriously, the comeback shit? Baby, come home.
This one of them.
That
It
actually
was
worked.
lagging too much on my end at first. That's why.
Oh.
You wanna know what I said?
What?
Right as you came back, you wanna know what I said? Baby,
What?
come home, and you came back.
Okay.
What's my power with cheek saying I'm bringing people back? What the hell? I am a savvy.
Mm.
Oh my god, Sonia's reaction though. She just bursted out laughing.
Shut up. It was funny.
It was big baby, come on.
I was I was a little surprised at the song, but then when he came back, I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
I was singing Jetpack Blues from Underfell song. It was adorable. I actually watched that. You hadn't kept in much touch with... God damn it, Flower. I swear to goddamn Irene God.
Okay.
You can feel your smile. For fuck's sake, you haven't been keeping much touch with anyone lately, and you began to feel very bad about it. God damn it, so... Okay. You begin to very bad about it. You can feel your smile disappearing, arms, shoulders slumping as you continue to walk into another shop. Clothing hung on every goddamn rack. I had to add those 2 letters, okay? And you glanced up to read the salons and the t-shirts covering your mouth as you tried to stifle a laugh at the pun on the shirt that read, "Bone to be wild." Oh man, Sans would love this. I just imagine Sans Wasabi like, I am so proud of my little first grade now. Oh man, Sans would love this. You pick it up and glance around a little more, finding a turtleneck that was a lovely shade of ivory. Thinking for a moment, you finally nod to yourself. Sans turtleneck that you wore all the time was getting a little dingy, and you had to agree with yourself that he most definitely needed a new one. He always needed a new one. What the fuck are you talking about? And Sans, if you're watching this, sue me later. Anyway, you approach the register to pay for the items, not really caring about the price. You want to surprise everyone and trying to make them happy that they actually got something. Papyrus is next, and you are at a real loss to get for what to get him. Standing in the main hallway that led to various stores around the mall. I swear to God, I would laugh if there was a store be called Spaghetti in the story. I would actually be laughing my head off. Something else for Toriel and Sans so far, but everyone else, he really had no idea. Alice was easy, so was Undyne. Figuring out that you might as well buy their gifts and get them out of the way. He stopped at an anime store and grabbed a few figurines of Alpha's favorite series, Kissy Mew Mew. Mew Mew, bitches! Okay. And then to another strange store full of fun, girly grudge clothing that was still stylish. Yeah, this kind of grunge clothing was right from Undyne's alley. Oh my god, Frisk. No. Just no, Frisk. You remember a moment where she tried to get you to wear the same thing, but it just hadn't gone well with your slightly darker skin and fluffy hair. That just wouldn't stay out of your face. Anyway, I know you're holding back a laugh back there, Sonia.
Hey, I'm trying.
You chose two shirts that you thought would look pretty fun.
Just
Make sure
keep
that
reading.
you have the right size and pay for them before you leave.
You already
Whoa.
know it's not at my part yet.
Meow, bitches. Moving to sit on one of the benches, you sigh and put your head in your hands. The back sat on your left so no one make off with them. Only a few more presents to get, and then you headed home. Just a few more. You can get the rest later, right? Okay, my god. We led so long. Anyway, you start to shake and you realize that you can't deal with being out with people anymore. The clapping, the looks you were getting from much people around you, it was all too much. You didn't have too many breaks down anymore. But the ones that did seep through you got such a bad place that you just couldn't deal with life at that rare moment. You pick up your bags and head back home, swaying slightly as you fight to keep on your feet. The nightmares that plagued you the night before came back full force, and goddamn foam burning on my face. Okay. And you couldn't shake the feeling or something crawling down your back, making your spine itch. I always have sins crawling down my back. So does Ink. It's true. Including Sonia. Anyway. You hated that feeling. It felt like sins were crawling along your back, but they were sins that weren't your own. Fucking Kara. Okay. Opening the door to your apartment, you drop the bags next to the door and lock it. Leaning against it as you take a shaky breath, attempting to calm your nerves. A voice breaks into your thoughts. Panic setting in. You are not alone in your room. Sans is lying.
Hey, buddy, if you're if you keep going the way that you are now, you're going to have a bad time.
Next chapter! We already know this shit. Chapter 4. Secrets no more. The words hit home. You break into tears, a panic setting that you didn't know you had. You stare and see Sam sitting in the corner. For a split moment, you see his left eye glowing blue. You blink away tears, and it's gone. Dance.
Hey, I was kidding, but it was really looking like you're having a rough time. Want to talk about it?
His eyes look apologetic as he approaches you. His hands outstretched as if you would have got your own. You take them without hesitation, squeezing them before throwing your arms around him, hugging him tightly. Eyes escapes him. Give your best,
Hey.
Gruff. And a moment passes before he wraps his arms around you in return. His fingers slightly rubbing your back, gently. Next, Sans line again.
Hey, kiddo. What's really the matter with you?
Your throat is raw, and all you can do in reply is a groan, a cry out in your throat. your chest heaving with sobs, and you have been holding back for God knew how long. Sans kept holding you, his voice solid and supportive, but a little sadness laced over his words.
I'm here
Sans,
for you, kiddo. Just, just take your time. Get it all out.
Sans forced his words with a pat on your back, leaning you over the bed and setting you down as he sits next to you. Everything he did was gentle. His eyes stared right at you, worrying. Sans, the whole ambassador thing. It's hard. I don't think I can keep up like this. You're crying. Had ceased for now, and you reached to wipe away your tears with the palm of your hand. I'm failing, Sans, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm trying so hard to get the monsters and humans to live together, but there's so much hatred that I didn't know would be there.
Well, it's not everyone is you, Frisk.
Sans reached up above his hands to tilt your head in his direction, looking you straight on. His eyes were light now, paired with you, and forever etched a grin on his skull.
You have so much determination. You have so much love. Don't throw it away. Just because you hit just because you
Hit a rough patch.
hit a rough patch, huh, buddy?
You close your eyes, leaning into his tender hands. I don't know, Sans. I feel like I'm at a brick wall. I keep having these nightmares that just won't go away, and it makes everything worse because I don't know how to deal with them to make them go away. His hands stiffen against your face. A sharp breath hisses out from your lips. Sans, you're hurting me.
S- Sorry, buddy.
Sans was shaking now. Withdrawing from his hands, put them in his lap. The white orbs glancing around the room.
What sort of thing did you do your did you dream about?
Dying, he responded, simply shrugging as you reached up to wipe your tears away with a sniffle.
Who who died?
Sam's attention was all back on you now, and you could tell he looked concerned, worried. His eyes were barely there. Me, I die. Every dream. Your shoulders slump as you close your eyes, putting your face in your hands. I don't know if it's a promotion or if.
That's new.
His statement catches you off guard. What? You startled, fingers digging
Shit.
into your skin. What the hell? I'm not done. What was he talking about?
Shit. I mean, your hair. It's new.
He's studying now, and he's glancing to the side nervously. You blink slowly. Your questioning dying on your tongues. My hair?
Yeah, it's short and cute, and it's out of your eyes. That
That I
I
love to
love.
see.
That I love to see.
The skeleton was blushing now. A blue tinged his cheeks as he kept glancing from your face to the side. You? Are you flirting with me right now? You stay. You're not sure if you're stunned or speechless, and you figure that's somewhere in the middle in the two. Unsure how to broach the subject, you always had a crush on Sans, even from the beginning. Dating Pirates was fun, but Sans had taken you on 2 dates before. Even if he didn't especially call them that, and there had to be something there, right?
um.
He stuffed his hands into his pockets, slouching.
Um. Maybe.
Dan looks extremely nervous. Before you inch closer and smile at him, taking one of his hands and squeezing it gently. Then maybe we can go on another date?
Look,
Hands.
kid. Nothing against you, but I really don't don't think this is a good idea. I don't want to mess anything up with your life because, well, I'm pretty low life guy, and I don't think I'm that good for you.
Sans is cut short. He stops talking as soon as your forehead presses against his. Your eyes staring right into his eye sockets. He is stunned into silence, staring at you with wide eyes, as his whole
Hmm.
body seems to sweat. He always thought it was adorable how nervous he got with his actions. Even now, he was trying to downplay how great a guy he was. Why couldn't he just accept how people saw him? Let me be the judge of that. You query, reaching up, running your fingers over his shoulders, making him look even more nervous.
Mm, Kiddo, hey, listen, we can't do this. This isn't a this is a bad idea. A very, very, very bad idea.
Dan's eyes are nervous, darting side to side and back to you like a little friendly animal. You let your hands drop. Was he really going to push this? Hit anymore? You say sourly, crossing your arms as you pulled away, both physically and mentally. You even took me on 2 dates before, or did you completely forget all of that? At this point, Stan sighs and rubs his head.
No, I didn't. I didn't forget that. But you were a kid back then, Frisk. You were young and really didn't understand anything.
You also threatened to kill me if I recall correctly.
Yeah, you recall correctly.
He slumps even more, looking rather dejected, almost like he was hoping that you hadn't remembered that. Then you really want to be messing up my life, Sans? For fuck's sakes, look at me! I'm not even human anymore! How much time with the monsters? You were livid and you couldn't keep it all in anymore. You were at your breaking point. Sans, look at me. Fucking look at me! I'm not even human anymore! Tears filled your eyes, but you were now holding your heart, revealing in front of Sans, holding it out for him to see. It was a lovely shade of red, pulsing softly between your palms. A slow pulse that showed how distraught and sad you were.
It's
He trails off into a slow hiss, staring at you for a long moment.
well, that's new too.
Sans mutters softly, resisting the urge to reach out and touch your soul. His fingers splayed out on a leg. You can tell by how his arm is twitching that he wants to reach out to touch it, but he restrains.
How long has it? How long have you been able to do this, Frisk?
His eyes snap up and stare into yours, a slight hint of blue in his left eye. I don't know, you shrug, half-heartedly. Why do you even care anyway? Your eyes are still cheery and sobs start to disturb your throat again.
Frisk,
And you're just pretending, just like everyone else was, though. Wait, what went on said?
Frisk, how long?
His words are incoherent now, very clear and lacking the carefree attitude that he always seemed to have. His hands reached up and circled yours, intertwined with your fingers.
Frisk, I need to know how long had how no one I need to know how long this has been going on. How long have you been able to do this?
Just about 2 years, I think. You say it softly, closing your eyes and slumping down, letting go of your soul. It fades back into your body, and you lift there. Stand still holding your fingers, gently but firm in a manner. Maybe longer? You weren't sure. But since you wrapped up in politics, you're trying to balance in your life.
Maybe this timeline is different.
He murmurs to himself, looking away for a brief moment. Timeline? What do you mean, Sans? You are so tired, so very tired.
I remember I remember I remember I remember us talking about saving and things. Wait, that's you.
Right.
This is funny.
I remember you talking. I remember us talking before about saves the things. What are you not telling me, Sans? His gaze flickers back to you, and his fingers hang on yours. Hey, oh, that's yours.
I I I don't think we should worry about that right now, buddy.
You sigh, shivering. wanting nothing more than to crawl into his race. But now was the right moment, and there was no way to get any answers out of him now. I wonder what form he's hiding. Sarcasm noted. If Shan shuts him off from the questioning, there was no way getting any questions you want answered in the near future. Do you even like me, Sans? More tears fall, and you don't try to stop him this time. Because I feel like every time I try to reach out to you, you just pull away. Am I not attractive?
But
Or are you just not or you pause, biting your lip. Do you even like me as a friend?
Frisk, buddy, no.
He pulls you close, hugging you so hard that you feel your back crack.
Frisk, I just feel like I'm a little. I'm a lowest, the lowest person ever, and I don't even deserve someone as great as you are. You're amazing and the best person I ever have met, and I don't even compare it to you. Frisk,
Risk.
Frisk, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve you.
Out of the statement, you sob and cry, wailing, Sans, I feel the same way about you. Don't you get it? I feel like I'm drowning and you're the only one who's ever been there for me, time and time again. Even when I didn't really need it. You were always there for me. I tried to be there for you too, but I don't know. I just got caught up in the whole trying to save monsters business, Sand.
Sans,
Shh, shh, Frisk, it's all right. Just let it out, and it's be all right. It's all right. It's
It
all
always is.
right. It's always is.
He pats your back gently as he pulls you into a hug, eyes dimming considerably as he seemed just give up on the moment. What? Oh, that's you.
Let let's just be friends for right now, okay? Wouldn't wouldn't that be okay? Would that be okay, kiddo?
You don't answer him. You're too tired and drained to come up with a reasonable answer. So you sit your weight and curl up in the bed with your head on his lap, relaxing his fingers and run through your short hair. You blush slightly as you make a small, contented sound at the slight head massage he's giving you. Stan waits a good long while for you to calm yourself down and staying there and letting you relax on his lap, waiting for erratic sobs to cease them up to a minimal amount. You don't even realize you're asleep until you start dreaming. Risk was led to sleep on the bed, curled up so peacefully that you almost couldn't bear to leave them. Oh, that's your point of view.
Frisk
should he
was
read that part?
It's Ink's point of view.
Frisk was
Okay, he's over.
Frisk was sleeping on the bed, curled up so
Peacefully.
peacefully that you already couldn't bear to leave
That you
the
almost
leave.
couldn't bear to leave them.
Oh, that you almost couldn't bear to leave them. But
But you needed a rest.
they needed a rest. God knows they needed their rest. So you left. So you left.
And see them again later.
You will see them again later. You you had
You
you
had.
had to. You walked forward.
He's reading it in an emotional manner.
You
You
know
walked
what?
forward, starting to at staring at your skeletal hand, breathing in and out to calm your fridge, fragile,
Frazzled.
fragile nerves. You don't even know that Frisk could even do that with her soul, or that or
They were having nightmares.
or very having nightmares, and it sounded like a nightmare were con-
Colliding with your own.
colliding with your own. Of course, they weren't just nightmares of you.
For you.
They were, I mean, for you, there were saves. that had happened in the world happening again, again, and again, and again. You catch yourself. mm, You
Clench.
You
you
clench your
clench
fist,
yourself. You clench your fists and grabbing it,
glared,
glared up to the sky, ignoring the
rage.
staring, the strange looking,
You know
the
what, Ink? If
strange
you want me to make it easier for you, I'll read it though.
things. Uh,
You did
Ignoring
well.
this, you ignoring the strange look of humans around you. They didn't matter as much to you as much as Frisk did. In a blink of an eye, you were gone, towering closer to home with a single thought. You slammed your hand against a nearby concrete wall, doubling over and hissing out at you to your emotional pain. How long would you have to repeat this particular timeline? How long would you have to endure? You you thought you were done repeating timelines when Kara was in control, when you had to kill them over and over and over again. But then you were free because of Frisk. You were all free. You thought it was over, truly, finally over. You slammed your fist against the wall again, tears leaking out of the corner of your eyes. You slid down against the concrete, leaving, leaning heavily against it as you're trying to squeal your own sobs. How long were you doomed to repeat this one? Watching Frisk die over and over again? How many times you would have fallen in love with them over and over and over again? Just to watch the same thing happen? To be able to do nothing but stare at their lifeless corpse, unable to change even the slightest thing, only to reset and have to do it over again? Repeating the same motions, the same gestures, all the while pretending nothing was wrong? Was this your eternal punishment for your own sins? You couldn't do this anymore, but you nearly tore Frisk's heart out at the moment in their apartment, thanks to your stupid hesitation and doubt, and when they bared their soul to you. Quite literally. You couldn't do that to them. Tearing out your own heart was better, even if it made you feel emotionally drained and hopeless. You're painted as a lazy, uncaring, loose, and lighthearted. That was fine by you. It was better than others knowing the reason that you were the way you were was due to despondency. Because what was more repeat, you couldn't keep doing this to yourself. But it was better than doing it to Frisk, even if it ended up killing you inside. Next chapter! My god, that
Okay,
chapter was
this will
uh,
be
extremely
the
long.
last chapter for the night.
Yeah, chapter
So
5,
we can make it halfway and then cut it off there.
probably. Moment by moment. You're probably gonna get so zoned into it that you wouldn't give two shits if you fell asleep during the story.
Yeah, says me. Oh wait.
You wake, bleary eyed and slightly tired. But when you looked around the room, you don't see Sans anywhere. You sigh. It was typical. He was never known to stick around for long. Rubbing your eyes, you decide to go to the bathroom and use a rag to scrub your face. Staring at yourself in the mirror, your brown hair was too short for your liking, but it was at least manageable. Your skin was also too dark for your liking, a brownish tint that you didn't really see people admiring of it. But you shrugged it off. You had never really thought about that highly of yourself to begin with, always admiring other people with their own qualities and traits similar to your own. You were also slightly chubby. You didn't exercise as much as you should have. Rinsing your ruddy face and changed your clothes and moved to finding your phone, toying with it and staring at it for a long time, until you decided to text Sans. You needed to talk to him, figure out what you were to was still in your relationship. You decided to type out a whole message, only end up deleting it and putting it as just a simple message. He would either come or he wouldn't. You hoped he would come. Grilby, 30 minutes later.
I can do Gobi's part so it won't have any trouble.
Yeah, you send the
yeah.
text. The original Grilby's where you had your first date, so it seemed all the more fitting to have it up at the new location. And if he didn't show up, well, that at least you answer your question for sure. Slowly, slightly, as you went over from room to room out of sheer nervousness, your eyes catching a painting on the wall that you painted some time ago. It was a man that resembles a skeleton like Sans Papyrus, and you really had no idea why you drew it, considering it creeped you out quite a bit. Gaster. Fucking Gaster.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Chris get the draw Gaster? Okay. You kept it. Simply because it was one of your best pieces. Art wasn't something you really did often anymore. But you kept whatever art you had done. And the majority of it is at Tori's house. Okay, I think y'all stay awake. What the fuck? In Toriel's house, on her walls and such. Your mother was so proud of anything you did. Every time you looked at it, you could swear the picture just changed. Even if it was just a slight mint difference. Even now, as you stare at it, you can feel the hairs on your back neck rise, as if the picture was watching you. The grin grows even wider by a slight margin, the hands shifting ever so slightly. The president shiver, you crack your neck and turn your back to it, deciding to change your clothes and not wanting to seem a bit mussed up. But after walking into the closet and staring at your outfits, you just gave a half-hearted shrug and moved out of the door, grabbing your wallet and shoving it in your pocket. You didn't have enough determination to change your clothes for Sans, not this time. Locking your door behind you, you walked forward and tasted the crisp morning air, breathing in deeply as you headed forwards, rubbing your face and yearning for coffee. Greeley had a rough patch when starting up his business, but after the locals found that his food was actually pretty tasty. And who decides to join this kind of
I'm back.
oh not flower?
Uh,
Anyway, I'm still reading. It was pretty tasty. They flooded the
Hello?
establishment to give
Wait a
the
minute.
skeleton of business. You ducked your head and exhaled. You scrunched up your face. Sans puns were getting you again, and you couldn't help but think about the skeleton. Shoving your hands in your pockets, you hunch and shake your head, unable to get him out of your mind. You loved everything about him. He was always caring, always said stupid jokes to get others to laugh, was always there for you. Why couldn't he just see that? Breathing in and sighing for a long moment, you raised your hand and ruffled your slightly bedraggled hair, stepping out into Gravely's restaurant. No time to back out now. Gravely's restaurant was actually decently sized inside, much bigger than the location he had underground. There was twice as many stools and tables as before, and the jukebox he had been sitting in the corner was actually playing music, and decent tunes at that. Surprise was etched over your face. Well, etched. You hadn't been here in a while, and it showed that he changed the place quite a bit, adding a lot of new things that hadn't been there last time you were here. Okay, we'll just cut it off there.
Alright then, so we made it halfway in chapter 5.
So, guys, if you guys enjoyed this little comic reading log anyway, we hope this expect more in the near future. We have some going on tomorrow. If we have to, we'll make part 3 the tomorrow after that. Meaning
Yep,
Saturday! So we can probably stay up as long as we fucking want.
yep, but not on
Yep.
Monday, because then it is a celebration for me to remember.
Yeah, if we actually get to chapter 17, because I hear it's going to be an
Ah.
exciting brother confrontation there.
And yes, on Monday, even though it is a holiday, it is also known as my birthday.
Yay! So we
Happy
might
birthday.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
I heard there's the exciting part of chapter 17 where the brothers, Papyrus and Sans, go Galaxy Blaster forms and have a confrontation.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna put out, and I'm serious about that, by the way. Anyway, if you guys want to stick around, please like this live stream, and don't be afraid to say we want more.
Or if you have like any suggestions or anything for something else that we could dub, uh, put the comment
Feel free to
in the description or in the comments below.
if you guys have Google Plus, please go to my please follow me and send me the suggestions, or you could send Sonia. Don't
Yep.
bother sending it to Ink, because he probably wouldn't fucking bother.
Hey, I say check it.
I'm sorry, babe.
Just
I just
kidding.
have to put that out
Don't
there.
forget to send them to Ink as well.
Anyways,
They're good
we'll
friends
see
of
you all
mine,
tomorrow once
including
I get back
Flower,
to school.
who has gladly enjoyed coming in to hear us read. Thank you, Flower.
No problem.
And let's keep in mind, Sonia. I think so. Wait, Sonia, do you have school tomorrow?
Yes, I have school tomorrow, but I'll be out at 2,
Oh.
and I'll be making it home by 3, which
I'll
won't take that long
I'll
because I
actually
walk fast.
I'll be home by 4 tomorrow, so
Uh,
I'll be on early. Say, hey,
Yep.
Ink Deer, what time do you come on?
since my
He gets
school
out at 3 something.
Well.
3:25 for me.
Yeah, so basically me and him will already be starting to head home.
Okay,
Well, my time it'd be around like
Yeah,
2 for y'all. Well, 2 for you, but for me it's 3.
Well.
yeah.
So
It's
I'll
gonna
be
be out early and then asking if I'm already out.
yeah.
And then by the time when I get home, it'll
yeah,
already be 4 for you.
yeah.
Well.
4.
Anyway, if you guys want to see more tomorrow, please slap that like button. Subscribe to Sonia here if this is your first time watching the live stream, and we'll see
Yep.
you all tomorrow. Bye
Stay
bye.
determined.
Yeah.
Peace!
You are filled with determination and AUs.
This is